everybody. So glad to see new faces today. That's what I love about class on a holiday. Yes, we get to try new things, maybe because we usually work at this hour, but then we get to come for one time. So I'm really glad. I record my classes. You're not in the recording. And that way, if today is like the one day you can get in here, but you'd like to keep doing my classes, I can give you my card and I put them up on a YouTube channel. So you're welcome to have access to that. Yeah. So let's find a comfortable seat. Settle our sit bones down to the mat. Feel a nice long spine as if the top of your head is reaching for the sky. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill up the lungs, expand them fully. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders, relax the arms and hands. Find ease. Let's be a restful position. Our theme this week has been letting go of the past. The next few breaths, you can work with the breath and a mantra. You can use the Sanskrit mantra, Ishvara Pranidhana. I surrender to my God, to a higher power, to the universe, to divine order, whatever suits you. Ishvara Pranidhana. Or you can use an English mantra. I surrender. I let go of the past. Breathe in and breathe out. Your breath and your mantra. Release the mantra. Breathe naturally. Take a moment to look within your heart space to create your intention for the practice. Your intention is an affirming statement in the present tense, beginning with I or I am. For example, I am free from the past. Or I live in the present moment. I am healthy and strong. I am courageous. I am peace. What resonates within your heart? Choose a phrase, a vision in your mind's eye, and repeat that to yourself with feeling, with faith, with confidence. back into the heart space. It's a beautiful seed of promise. Let it be nurtured through your practice. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Slowly exhale out the mouth. Again through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Begin to do some gentle neck rolls, side to side. Around. Bring the head back to center. Set the hands down to either side. Let's lengthen the legs. And do some ankle rolls here. Slow ankle rolls in one direction and the other direction. Tick-tock side to side. Draw the toes back, press the toes forward. Let's let the legs settle downward, give them a gentle shake. Bring the hands down to either side. Inhale, reach up. Lengthen, reach as far as you can. Press the palms together and exhale through heart center. Again with the inhale, we sweep the arms up, reach, expand along the rib cage and the spine. Touch palms, exhale to heart center. One more like this. We'll set the hands back down to either side. Plant the feet nice and wide and make some windshield wipers with the knees going side to side. You can exaggerate the twist, turning all the way onto the side hip, noticing how that feels. Bring our feet towards the center here. Adjust your sit bones so that you feel you can get your spine nice and upright. The blocks will be handy nearby. We're going to find a butterfly position. Knees gently fall to the sides, bottoms of the feet touch. To start your butterfly, you have the great option here of bringing blocks for support. This is a good way to start. Very supportive. And as you're ready, you'll let the heart flow forward. How close the feet are toward you depends on your body. Closer in targets deeper into the hips. Further away from you is milder into the hip sockets and a little bit more stretchy along the backs of the legs. Surrendering here at your appropriate edge, a beautiful place between feeling a challenge and a comfort. Surrender to your butterfly. breath. Find ease along the shoulders, down the arms, into the hands. If you're using the blocks, you're welcome to keep them underneath the thighs as long as it suits you and feels good. Or you're welcome to, at some point, remove the blocks and notice how things feel without them. I leave that choice up to you. There's no right or wrong. Share a poem titled Changing the Past. You're welcome to listen or to just focus on your breath and let my voice fade into the distance. The past is the past for a reason. That is where it is supposed to stay. But some cannot let it go. In their heads, it eats away until all their focus becomes the person they used to be, the mistakes they made in their life. Oh, if only they could see that you cannot change what happened, no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you think about it, no matter how much you cry. What happens in your lifetime happens for reasons unknown. So you have to let the cards unfold and let your story be shown. Don't get wrapped up in the negative. Be happy with what you have been given. Live for today, not tomorrow. Get up, get out, start living. Because the past is the past for a reason. It's been, and now it is gone. So stop trying to think of ways to fix it. It's done. It's unchangeable. Move on. Any thoughts about the past come to your mind? When you exhale, imagine you're breathing the past out and away. Today is a new day. Three more breaths here. When your next inhale comes, use it to press through the hands and rise back up. Very gentle, remove blocks and help the knees to come back to center. Widen the feet. And find some windshield wiper side to side. Relax the legs in front. Nice and long. Lengthen through the spine. Bring the hands to heart center. Let's inhale deeply. As we exhale, press the hands forward. Tuck the chin down. Finding a seated cat. As you inhale, open the arms wide. Bring the heart up. Seated cow. Exhale, close, touch palms, seated cat. Inhale, open. Nice and wide, lifting the heart. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. A few more with your own breath, your own rhythm. One more, open and close. And when you close, you can bring the hands to heart center again. Wonderful. We're going to transition onto our hands and knees in a tabletop position. Have the blocks toward the front of the mat. You're welcome to use the blanket for the knees, if you're using that, or a towel. Finding a tabletop position here, allow the hips to roll around in one direction. Send them to the side, down towards the heels, around the other side. You can bring shoulder movement into this. Neck rolling. As you're ready, the next time you get back to center, take the hip rolls the other direction. Couple more here. We'll return back to center, tabletop position. Let's inhale and lift and extend the right leg back. Press the ball of the foot and the toes to the mat, finding a nice stretch here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soft elbows. Next inhale, we'll lift the right foot up. As you exhale, bend the right leg. Bring it underneath the body and carry the right foot to the inside of the right hand, finding a lunge or a dragon, as we call it in YIN. You can adjust the left knee closer in or further back. Further back creates bigger opening, more intensity in the stretch. Closer in toward the midline of the body is a little bit milder sensation. Hands can be to either side at the mat. You can also bring blocks at any level to help support you here in this lunge. We're targeting the expansion between the legs and a nice deep stretch along the front hip flexors of the left leg. Make any adjustments necessary here. breath to the shape. Let go of resistance. Some of us think that holding on is what makes us strong every time. But sometimes it's about letting go. Two more breaths here. We'll start to shift the hips back. Grab onto the blocks if you don't already have them. Put them on the tall side and let's find a half pyramid as a release. We're extending the front leg, lifting up the toes, finding a nice stretch along the back of that leg now. And you're welcome to keep the heart up or fold forward, deepening the stretch effect along the back of the leg. Hands can stay to the blocks at any level or come down to the mat. Surrender. One more breath here. If you're folded forward, rise up a bit, hang on to the blocks again. Bend the front leg, set the hands down, and bring the right foot back behind you, knee underneath the hips, back into this tabletop position. And find some of those hip rolls again. Another option for releasing here is to go into a child's position and simply rest, or to use a downward facing dog. Let's all make our way back into tabletop. Wrists under the shoulders, hips above the knees. Let's lift and extend the left leg now. Press the foot against the mat. Find a stretch. Soft elbows here. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Feel the palms rooting down into the mat. Belly button gently drawing up toward the spine. Engaging the core gently, supporting the whole back body. Next inhale, we'll lift up the left foot. Exhale, bend the left leg. Bring the foot to the inside of the left hand. Again, option to use the blocks here for your dragon. Adjust the right knee closer in or further back according to how much opening you want to create and your body is willing to go for. Be easy throughout your face, head and neck. Easy on the elbows. Relaxed around the shoulders. Active and surrendered all at once. Takes a great deal of courage to let go of the past. It is the only way to find peace in your present and in your future. Two more breaths here. We'll slowly shift the hips back. Reach for the blocks. Let's release the front leg, nice and long. Pick up the front toes. Activating that stretch, staying upright or finding a forward fold, creating a little bit deeper sensation. Be with your breath. Be with the moment. Rise up, bend the front leg, set the hands down to either side of the foot. Let the foot come back, finding a tabletop position here. Hip rolls, downward facing dogs, child's pose. Welcome to legs a gentle shake. Wonderful. Let's pick up the right leg, cross it over the left. Let's bring the hands down to either side. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reach. As you exhale, turn toward the right and let your left arm wrap around that upper leg. Let the right arm settle behind you like a second spine. Press through the sit bones, lifting the heart. Option to have your gaze in the natural front-facing direction that you're doing now. Or you can play a little bit with some neck stretching. You can try turning your gaze over your right shoulder. Surrendering downward. The less active the spine is, the less activity you're going to feel along that right buttocks and hip area. The more we press the sit bones down and lengthen the spine, the more activity we feel happening into the hip and buttocks. One more breath here. And slowly you can bring your head back around along with your heart. We're going to release the right leg into this position here. Have the hands to either side or down behind you, palms down, kind of at an angle. I'm going to do a seated figure 4 shape, or there's also another option I'm going to show you. As you bend the left leg and bring the knees in closer, you'll feel that activity happening here. You're welcome to do this position. Keep the spine nice and long, shoulders down toward the earth, relaxed. Or you can cradle your leg by lengthening the left leg and picking up your leg and holding it close to you here. You can cradle this way. You can cradle this way. Up to you which position you take. There's no right or wrong. Sometimes letting go is simply changing the labels that we place on an event. Trying to see an event with fresh new eyes. release the cross. Plant the feet nice and wide. Release with some gentle windshield wipes in the bend position or in the long position. Side to side. Come back to center. And we'll have our legs in front of us once again. We're going to find the seated twist with the left leg. So we're going to cross the left leg over the right. Find a nice long spine. Bring the hands down to either side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn toward the left. Grab that right arm around the leg. Set the left arm down behind you. Rooting and grounding down through the sit bones. Lifting the heart. Gaze in the natural direction that it is now. You can turn to look over your left shoulder. The more that we cling to the stories of the past, the more of the present moment that we lose. As you look behind your shoulder, if you happen to be doing that, let the past fade away. Breathe it away. Let it go. Past no longer serves you, except for the lessons you can bring with you that make you a better person today. One more breath here. Slowly bring our gaze back around and our heart. We're going to go to the figure 4 shape. You pick your option. Leaning back, bending the right leg, lying back in figure 4, or using the cradle hold. There is something incredibly honest about trees in the winter. They are experts at letting go. We can learn a lot from nature. Trees do not try to force summer all year long. They know when to let go and trust that the warmth will return again one day. 2 more breaths here. Slowly begin to release the hold. Lengthen the legs, roll side to side, or plant the feet wide and release. And let's come into a nice upright seated position. Widen the legs apart into a dragonfly that works for you. Have the blocks handy in case you want to use them to lean on in front. Nice upright spine. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, let the heart surrender forward and downward. Hands to the mat. Hands or forearms to blocks. Forehead to blocks. Yesterday is gone. There is nothing we can do to ever bring it back. We can't, should have done something. We can only do something in the moment, in this present moment. Renew yourself with every in-breath. Release your attachments with every out-breath. Embrace the new day that you have been given. Three more breaths here, deep and long. We'll slowly support ourselves with our hands, rise back up. Gently help one leg come back slowly release. We're going to make our way down to the mat on our back body. Keep a block handy to the side where you can reach it. Be on the back body with the legs bent, feet planted to the mat. Hold a block in your hand and gently lift the hips up so that you can slip the block underneath the lowest part of the spine, that nice little flat area called the sacrum that meets into the buttocks area. We're lifting up the hips for a supported bridge position. Feel the feet in contact with the mat, the weight evenly distributed throughout the feet. Hands can be in different places. Perhaps you want to feel the rise and fall of the belly, so hands can be to the belly. Perhaps you might want to create more opening along the chest and shoulder areas, so arms out to T, or in cactus position, or even overhead, resting to the floor at either side of the head. Find what's comfortable for you. Inviting the hip flexors to relax and surrender downward toward the earth. Gravity gently drawing us into this surrender. The breath comes and the breath goes. Just like life, seasons come, seasons go. Nothing lasts forever. The more we're willing to release, the more peace we will find. Welcome to stay in the bent leg position, or to allow the legs to go long. It will deepen the stretch along the hip flexors. If you feel like it's too much, you're welcome to keep the legs bent. Put them back the way they were. are long, go ahead and bend them again and plant the feet. Lift the hips and remove the block from underneath. You can find a knees to chest hug. Any other release that sounds good to you. Happy baby. Or bringing the legs up nice and long overhead. Any final stretching or movement that calls to you right now. And slowly start making your way into Shavasana, corpse pose. Get as comfortable as possible. Legs long and a little further apart than hips distance. Toes splaying outward. Find ease and comfort. If for any reason legs long creates duress in your lower spine, go ahead and bend the legs. For Shavasana today, I'm going to play some Koshi chimes around the room. Just enjoy the sound. Begin to deepen your breaths. Deep, long inhales, long, slow exhales. Gently wiggling some toes or fingers to reawaken the body. Rocking the head side to side. Slowly rolling onto the side body, Finding the position of new beginnings with bent legs, supporting the side of the head. Yes, it's January 1st, and it signifies the beginning of a new year. But every day is a new beginning, a new opportunity, every single day. Recall your intention here. Say it again to yourself in the present tense. Faith and courage. Slowly come back up to seated. Bringing the hands to heart center. I'll read to you a really short poem. Let go. It is impossible for a heart to breathe in an atmosphere where the air is no longer being provided. There is no more air being provided in the past. The air is here in the present. Let go. Thank you so much for sharing your practice and your first day of the new year with each of us. I am so grateful that you are here. I hear you, I see you, I feel you, and I value you. Om Shanti Om. Peace. Namaste.
Namaste.